One of the things that gets me is that people will literally judge my polydynamic for doing what is being done in blended families on a daily basis. And so it proves they don't have a problem with the actions of polygamy. They have a problem with calling it polygamy. Here's an example. Number one, how can Jamie or Lacey babysit each other's kids? So here's the judgment. I could never take care of another woman's child. That's just too much. But here's the reality of it. Stepmothers babysit their stepchildren all the time. And these children belong to another woman family. If the stepmother can care for her husband's child without being criticized for it, why can't a wife in a structured polygamous family do the same? Number two, family. Polygamy. Polygamy is confusing for the children. Here's the judgment. Having multiple parents is confusing for the child. But here's the reality of it. Children in blended families have step parents, half siblings, and multiple parental figures. Already, if kids can adjust to step parents and step siblings, why can't they adjust to a structured polygamous family? Number four, or three, I would never share finances with another woman. So here's the judgment. Imagine putting your money into the same household as another woman and she benefits from it. Here's the reality. Many blended families already share finances in their family structures. Alimony, child support, money that's going to exes. If you're okay with money going towards an ex and child support or alimony, why is it a problem with a family union that you're actually in, a structured one? Number four, I wouldn't want another woman around my children like that. So here's the judgment. I would never let another woman be directly involved with my children. Here's the reality. Stepmothers play a huge role in families, in blended families, often as co-parents. It's normal for another woman to help out in this way, but somehow it's an issue when it's done inside of a polygamous family. Number six, I could never respect another woman in my household or relationship. Okay, that's number five, I think. So the judgment is that women in polygamy are weak because they respect another woman in the household or the family. But here's the reality of it. Women in blended families are cordial and cooperative already. Ex-wives, baby mothers. Why is respect in a blended family considered mature, but it's considered weak if you're in a polygamous union? Number six, that's too many parents making decisions. So here's the criticism or judgment. Too many adults in the same household sounds like a disaster when they're all making decisions. They'll say too many women in the same house or too many men in the same house could never work. But here's the reality of it. Blended families have multiple parents that make decisions on behalf of these children all the time. Okay, step parents, biological parents, and sometimes even grandparents all co-parent. Why is it weird for a poly family to do that? Number eight, the children will be confused about who or what to call each mom. Here's a judgment. What do they even call the other woman? Well, that's confusing. They're not gonna know who they are. They're gonna think they're their real mom. Here's the reality, family. Stepchildren call their step parents by either their first name, sometimes mom, sometimes a bonus mom, or whatever works for them. Okay? If blended families can find a way to define their relationships and title people that's in their relationships, what's the difference in poly? Number eight, I believe. Polygamy sounds like just too much to deal with. It's too much to deal with. Here's the reality. Blended families deal with exes, co-parenting schedules, child support, legal battles, alimony. That sounds like too much, family. Polygamy is actually simpler because everything is structured from the very beginning. Blended families are just polygamy that went through divorce first. You're just not sleeping with the person still, okay? I wouldn't want my children, seeing this growing up. So the judgment is I wouldn't want my children to see something like this growing up. But in reality, blended families are the normal because monogamy keeps failing. They're going to know about stepbrothers, stepchildren, children out of wedlock, children that don't have their fathers around, mothers around. It's so prevalent, family. So what's worse? A child seeing a structured family or going through broken homes and custody battles? Which one, family? People don't hate what we do. I think they hate what we call it. because this is honestly being done to accommodate children already. We just don't call it polygamy, okay? They don't hate the structure of it. They hate that we chose it instead of falling into it through divorces, okay? If you're in a blended family, and ask yourself a question: are you really against polygamous relationships? Or are you just against admitting that it's something you already practice? And I think that's more of the case. Humans hate their own reflection, man. Anyway, make sure you guys join me for the course Polytribe 101 so you can understand all about it, so you can understand why we do what we do, family. I'm not trying to encourage you guys to do the same at all. I just want you guys to have more understanding on this culture and how it could benefit us and how it has benefited our ancestors in the past, okay? See you soon, family. Peace.